In 1969, the world watched as astronauts prepared to land on the moon. It was one of the most dangerous missions in human history. One small mistake in the calculations, and the astronauts would never make it home. But behind this historic mission was a brilliant mathematician whose work made the impossible possible. Her name was Katherine Johnson. And without her calculations, humans might never have reached the moon. Katherine Johnson was born in 1918 in West Virginia, in the United States. From a very young age, it was clear she had an extraordinary talent for mathematics. Numbers seemed to make perfect sense to her. While most children struggled with math, Katherine solved problems with ease. Her teachers quickly realized she was far ahead of other students. In fact, she graduated high school at just 14 years old. Later, Katherine Johnson began working for NASA during the early days of the space race. At that time, computers were not as powerful as they are today. Many of the most important calculations were done by hand. Katherine was one of the mathematicians responsible for calculating spacecraft trajectories, the paths that rockets needed to follow through space. These calculations were extremely complicated, but they were also incredibly important. Before astronauts could travel to the moon, NASA needed to be absolutely certain their calculations were correct. The computers had produced a trajectory for the mission, but astronaut John Glenn had one special request. He wanted Katherine Johnson to check the computer's calculations by hand. If her numbers matched the computer's results, the mission could proceed. Katherine carefully worked through the math, and when she finished, the numbers matched perfectly. Her calculations confirmed the mission was safe. With those calculations verified, NASA launched the mission that would change history. In 1969, astronauts successfully landed on the moon during the Apollo 11 mission. Millions of people around the world watched in amazement. And behind the scenes, Katherine Johnson's brilliant work helped make that moment possible. For many years, Katherine Johnson's contributions were not widely known. But today, her story has inspired millions. She proved that intelligence, determination, and courage can overcome even the greatest challenges. And she showed the world that some of the most important heroes in history are the ones working quietly behind the scenes. Katherine Johnson lived to be more than 100 years old. Her work helped humanity reach the moon, one of the greatest achievements in human history. And today, she is remembered as one of the brilliant minds who helped humanity reach the stars. If you enjoy discovering forgotten geniuses who changed the world, make sure to subscribe for the next episode. Because history is full of incredible people whose stories deserve to be told.